Okay, so part 2. Thing just cut off mid-speech, wasn't paying attention, so here we are. Alright, so let's see how that looks. Looks pretty good. So now we'll go zoom in again, 400, and we'll go down. Let's make this smaller because it's not going to work very well. Go even smaller. Something like this. See, that didn't. It's kind of a pain in the butt, to be honest with you, because the erasers just don't. You can't get it. I mean, supposedly you could find something, but a slanted surface just doesn't seem to come with it very well. But anyway, for our purposes, once we shrink it down, it'll look alright, but that looks just about right for now. Major question though, what the hell happened to my border over there? What the heck happened here is the question. Let's see. Did I erase it somehow? Well, we'll go through Control Z and see. Yes, I did. I don't remember when that happened. Edit, redo, whoops, redo eraser. See, exactly, that's where it happened. Undo eraser. Now, 400. Back to the eraser. Still on the border layer. Now, one thing you can do is line up the edge, shift, and then line up the edge again. And voila. Now, 100% again. That looks alright. Except for the fact that both their heads are cut off. I didn't really want that. But it's alright. That'll work for now. Now, onto the whole real purpose of this video was to show you some different things you can do with the backgrounds. So this is our background layer. If you notice, there's a black outline around the assassin insignia because of the way using alpha to selection and whatnot. But we have a black background, so that I don't think that'll be a big issue. So anyway, select this layer, and you can do different things. You can do distorts. There's a whole bunch of different things you can do in distorts. One that I like, that I've done kind of recently, and if you make this really big, you'll get a full presentation of what you're looking at. I'll go down to white, do that, increase the radius a bit, increase the spokes, just too many. I like that about there, that looks good. And now you can move it to different positions. I like something like that with the sig that I have at the moment. Something like that looks pretty cool. You can do something like that. You got that going on. Or Control Z to undo. Or you can do different things. Artistic, you can apply canvas. Something like that. Increase the depth, lightens it up a bit. That looks like. Excuse me. And then you got something like that. You can get rid of that. You can try something else. Artistic definitely has some good ones. Clothify. I don't remember if that works on black. We'll see. But this is one of the things you can do. Just go through and mess with stuff. Just try it out, see what it does. Well, apparently it doesn't do anything on black, so we'll undo that. I don't know how far it goes back. Anyway, now we got blank again, so you can go back to artistic. You can go. This is one I actually quite like. Is cubism. Take saturation down, up, whatever. It doesn't work very well on black, but what we can do is we can duplicate. Actually, we'll just use this layer. That's why I have it. And we'll pick something, maybe a red. Ooh, what's this? Kind of like that. Might be too dark too. So we'll do this. Whoops. Off with the selection. Fill. There we go. Then we got that. Shift Control A to get rid of your selection. And we can move this up. And you got something like that. That's actually pretty cool looking. I like that color. And then you go back to filters, artistic, cubism. And this one might work slightly better. Tile size. It's not. Why it's looking like that? I don't remember looking so crappy. I don't remember it looking so crappy. But you can do stuff like that. You can do numerous different things. See, that's pretty cool looking backgrounds. And then you can, where's the other one I kind of liked? You can always add bevels, old border, old photo, fuzzy border, things like that. Just like I said, just go through here and just mess with stuff. This might actually turn into 3 videos. Hopefully y'all got half an hour to spend to launch them. Soft glow, predator, olify. Where is the one I wanted to do? Oh yes. Let's pick this layer, because that's what we're doing. Artistic weave. Now these, I hate different things like this where you can't see the preview, but since we're doing a small thing, a small signature, I would imagine that 30, I'm thinking that these are pixels, but I can't be sure because it doesn't say. But if they're pixels, 30 pixels is just outrageously big, so I like to do that. I'll do ribbon spacing of 5. I don't know. You can just mess around with it and see how it looks. But, I mean, I'm not even sure this will work good for this SIG, but we'll see. There we go. Now we want to move that down to, oops, one too many. And we'll erase this, and somehow it's not showing up at all. You could always just get rid of that, and then you got that, and then you could add like a black glow or a shadow to the assassin insignia. Just for shits and giggles, we'll show you drop shadow. There's a bunch of different ways to do drop shadow, but this always works. I like to do 0, 0, and then move it to my own desired offset with the move tool. But blur radius, I like to take it down a bit. It's a bit high. And then you got see how it defines it more. And you can do the same thing to this. And when you do it, you can always change your color of your shadow. You can have a red shadow if you want. Do that, so different things. But that's that. There was one more thing I wanted to show you. I don't recall what it was. Darn. I bet you all remember exactly what it was the second I stop the video and post it. Go on, think. The more you think about it, the further it goes. I don't know. Well, we'll leave it at that for now. Coming up towards the end of the next 10-minute segment anyway, so we'll leave it at that for now. We'll get rid of this layer, and we'll just get rid of this layer as well. And we'll bring this up, and what we'll do is we'll just for the sake of having a finished SIG, we'll repeat supernova. See if I can get this done in 45 seconds. Merge down, merge down, merge down, merge down. This, then you want to do image, auto crop image. Whoa, forgot about that. Darn it. That's going to take up a couple of seconds. Alright, delete. Alright, 15 seconds. Damn it. Image, auto crop image. And then you just scale your thing down to the right size, file save as, and save as a PNG. Okay.